I can now drive a car, but I'm really shit at it. Handbrake. Right, hello everyone. Changed a bit of an angle today. I think it looks a bit better. But I want to talk to you about a previous video that I did. Now, this was basically about what my future of YouTube could be like. And it's been about a month or two since the video, I'm not quite sure. But it feels like a long time ago since I mentioned that. And I have been putting a few posts on Twitter, basically stating that the next video I do will be my last one. And I just want to spend some time to elaborate on that. So the next video that I'm going to be doing is Doom 2. And I'm really excited about this one. Really excited about it because I've still got Doom still fresh in my mind, and I feel I can take it to the next level and make the sets bigger, the explosions if I use them bigger, and blood and guts and all sorts of different effects. I really want to push the boat out. Not to mention I may have a few guests involved for the next one, and we're going to see how it goes. But where do I stand on the future of the channel after I've done it? Now, I have been thinking about this, and I do feel that this next video will be my last because I'm going to spend a year doing it. I'm going to push the boat out and just make it the best I possibly can. I just feel after that, especially after the last video I did, that I really felt that that was going to be the last one. And I just feel that if I spend over a year, I mean, it's a beautiful day out there today. It's a beautiful day, and I'm going to go through all the seasons making this. I'm going to go, we're going to go into autumn, then into winter, and then into spring, and then into summer, back into summer, and then into autumn, into winter, and then potentially by Christmas next year, can you believe it? I may have finished it. Imagine what I can do in that time, and how I can really make this the best I can. And that is a real interesting thing for me. And I just think when that day comes that I go, right, that's it, it's processing, it's on YouTube, it's ready to go, I'll be like, what do I do now? Do I go back into spending another year making something, or do I end on a high note? And the idea and the concept of ending on a high note is really nice to me. It feels really nice. And there's one thing, if you take anything from the video, is the fact that this isn't no way a sob story. This is exciting. This is kind of like, and if I drag this out and make other little videos after this one, I just feel that it's going to be not very good. I just want to make one final video which really has a bit of a punch and a real something good to it. I mean, I can do some amazing stuff in a year, I'm sure. So that's where I am. There are more factors of why I kind of want to sort of leave YouTube and try other things potentially. But yeah, there is another reason to why I'm not sure about proceeding, and that is the fact. It's a bit weird, but my entire video game playing life was only 10 years, and I find that crazy. So for example, I got an NES when I was 9 years old. When I was 9 years old, I got an NES with Mario Duck Hunt. We got it fairly late on because our family wasn't particularly very rich, so we couldn't afford consoles when they were first out because they were so damn expensive. So we got them a little bit later on. That was like my parents' strategy. Good strategy. And then I got the Mega Drive and played the Master System and the Atari and the Amiga around friends' houses and stuff like that. And then the Super Nintendo came out, and the Super Nintendo was kind of like my brother's and mine as well. So then I got my Mega Drive and then the 32X as well with Doom. My first time I had my own copy of Doom, and I played Doom around my friend's house on his PC. And then we got a PC of our own with Blood and Duke Nukem and Shadow Warrior and Warcraft 2 and Redneck Rampage and all those sort of games. And then what was it I got after that? We got the PlayStation 1 with Tony Hawk and Tony Hawk 2 and the level bit, the skate park maker you have on that. And then I got the Dreamcast and the N64 before that. How I missed the N64, Jesus. The N64 with Mario and Perfect Dark and GoldenEye. Why the hell did I miss that? But yeah, then I got the Dreamcast, and the Dreamcast felt like the final console for me. Oh, and the Game Boy as well, and the Game Gear. I forgot to mention those. Bloody hell. 10 years! So yeah, then I got the Dreamcast, and then I got House of the Dead and a load of games and Soldier of Fortune for that and stuff like that. And then I ended up just selling it and going to uni and getting a PC with a few programs like Photoshop and 3D programs for my course, and didn't really play much in the way of video games, not to the extent that I played them before. And it sort of disappeared for me. And it was just 3 years in between that, right, from starting uni to finishing uni, that we had this kind of like a sharing thing we could have in our halls. And someone was sharing emulators, and I was like, what the hell's an emulator? And he shared an emulator and it had the SNES games on there, and I was like, oh my god, I haven't played these in years. Bearing in mind it was probably only 5 years since I played them. And I was playing like Illusion of Time, and I was playing like Yoshi's Island and Mario World, and really being taken back by these games. And really seriously being taken back by them. And now, since uni, in 2006, from playing those games for the first time, it's been 15 years. That is 5 years over the whole time I've been playing games from the NES to the Dreamcast. And I find that absolutely crazy that I've been playing these games and trying to reminisce my past that was 5 years over my entire past, what was playing games. And I find that really, really strange. And I feel like I could possibly just be... I have to win this somewhere, and I want to win this somewhere, and to sort of maybe change my way of life and do something else, maybe go into being an artist again. I've got this desire to go back to being an artist again, and really fueling my creativity and paint and do this other stuff, and graphic design and that sort of thing. I've got a real desire to do that, and maybe leaving games again, leave games again, only to come back to them in the future. In 10 years from now or something like that, to come back to them and reminisce again. But I do wonder if when I come back to these games, will I remember them as being YouTube videos, or will I remember them as being my time growing up, or will I just remember it being both? Probably, I've got a feeling I remember it being both, but I think YouTube has dominated retro game playing for me. I think it's overlapped my childhood memories. There's so much to see and hear, and history and how games were made and that sort of stuff, that YouTube has really dominated my past of playing games, for better or worse. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. I feel that a year of making one of my favourite games, Doom 2, will be a very positive experience and the perfect way to end a channel and end kind of like my nostalgic journey to remember games. Could be a good way to end it, potentially. But like I say, you never forget these games. It's just to dedicate each day to the games and stuff like that by having a YouTube channel devoted to it. I just feel that I'd prefer to knock it on the head. And yes, I've said it a billion times already today, but what better way than to spend a year pushing out a video that a year dedicated to probably one 7-minute video. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I hope you are too. And please, I hope I haven't made anyone think too much about this or anything like that. It's just my own personal preference. So, I'll end it there. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to start making Doom potentially tomorrow and have a video out maybe by midweek. So, you take care, and I'll see you once again for more late night reviews. Goodbye.